Well, it's Marilyn Monroe reincarnated for real, with some bit of information about the last lifetime and an Andromedan that used to work with me from the boat that was like moonlight in the moonlight that had palm trees in it that I discussed before. That moonlight boat. It was really really cool. So, God, where should I start? Well, let me get comfortable here. All right. Well, basically, what happened is that we had Arthur Miller at that time was my husband. Yes. Anyway, continuing along. Yes, Arthur Miller was my husband at that time. Yes, it's much better. I almost died again. Anyway, Arthur Miller was my husband at that time, and so one thing there was an Andromedan that some Andromedans nicknamed Satan when he's being really bad, Ayu. And so he worked with me in that last lifetime as Marilyn Monroe, and he would come to me and go into the cortex and say, "The devil's here. Why don't we be bad and act like the totally innocent dits, and then nobody will know anything, and then you'll get everything you want, basically," which is what we did. And so he would kind of punch me out and rewire stuff in the brain. Then he would put me back in, and there I was. And so this is, of course, deep subconscious mind of Marilyn Monroe registering it in that lifetime, not really knowing what the hell it is. Because in the baby cortex, of course, we didn't really map that much of that information, not to take her out of her acceptant reality in Hollywood, where she actually knew nothing about it except for her job and her work with the producers, directors, and her movies. See, so basically, what happened is that there's a really interesting coincidence if you look at an acquisition that Marilyn Monroe made with Arthur Miller, uh, a novel called The Devil Has Horns. So they were very interested in this topic. And The Devil Has Horns is all about looking at the philosophy and everything about Satan, the devil, and all of this. And also in Arthur Miller's other work, The Crucible, that he wrote, also examines all this information about the devil. So this is quite hilarious actually because this devilish Andromedan, nicknamed Satan at times, was working with Marilyn Monroe. And meanwhile, they're very seriously contemplating the philosophy of the devil, Satan, and all of its applications in these serious works of literature that they're examining fully and making acquisitions to do some sort of a film. Anyway, I thought that that was very, very interesting how things that happen in the subconscious mind, wanting to have understanding and bring to the surface a sense of humor that that Andromedan happens to have, that was manifesting into, art sort of is trying to imitate life, but yet it's difficult because nothing's been disclosed. So I find it quite interesting that in this lifetime I met the being again, along with oodles and oodles of other Andromedan people who again work with me in this lifetime for film and TV regarding my movies that I've written and Blue Matrix energetics and other things. So I wanted to share that story from the perspective, excuse me. Oh God, I'm not on helium gas or anything. What the hell is happening to me? Anyway, from the perspective of the glorious Marilyn Monroe lifetime, because it's an interesting, uncanny coincidence, isn't it, about the devil? So I would say we're past the stages of religious fanaticism, meaning to get rosaries and holy water and crosses out and sit there and pray, in order to be safe from some sort of harm. Thank God those people are aging, decrepit, and crawling towards some sort of a casket that they're purchasing, I'm sure, for the next funeral. Anyway, the rest of us can get on with actually listening and learning about this stuff and not freaking, and understanding how some of the guises and jokes about the Andromedans that work with people work sometimes. So enjoy all of these posts about Marilyn Monroe.